The closer we get to the release of Commander Masters, the worse it is for the LGSs. In today's video, we'll be discussing the lack of sales in the sealed box area, but how some of these singles cards are also not moving. Some players out there are apparently putting their foot down. Another day closer to the release of Commander Masters, and another day that this set is desperate to have some sales volumes start appearing. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here, and thanks again for hanging out with me on my channel today. And that's where we're at right now. It's bad. This isn't like a great news day where I get to tell you all kinds of cheery, rosy stuff like, hey, I'm looking forward to the suspend mechanic like in yesterday's video. This is a top 10 video. These are the hottest selling cards this week. These are some great things I want to talk about. This is one of those days where I go, oh, it's so bad. So I have contact with quite a few stores, quite a few players, quite a few people feeding you information, droplets here and there from all over the globe. Now, sometimes these things don't line up at all, but sometimes, like with 30th anniversary, the information starts lining up a certain way. It kind of permeates the air, and I want to say it's frustration, but really it's almost like hatred. Hatred for the product, not because it's not good, because of the price point, because they feel Wizards of the Coast is being greedy. When you have that feeling, some people are going to take a stand. Now imagine you're a medium-sized store. Okay, you're doing pretty good. You buy 50, 60 cases, you move stuff, it's all going well. Lord of the Rings is done well, you're super excited. And you've already pre-ordered your boxes. And you put a lot of money, 50, 60, 100K on the line, using lines of credit, money, whatever you could get your hands on, to order Commander Masters. And most people that we've seen other videos have agreed it's not a bad product, it's a bad price point. So now you start asking for pre-orders. You start hitting people up and saying, hey, are you going to be buying some stuff? You're hitting some of your guys who usually buy a couple of cases. Players like myself that used to buy multiple cases, especially draft sets, only to hear them say, I'm taking a stand. There is nothing in this set that I can't get as a single that warrants me buying it right now. I'm going to stick to buying those commander decks, absolutely. But I'd like to cancel my orders on whatever, set, draft. Now imagine you have that enough times happening, or people just didn't pre-order at all and you thought, oh, maybe they're just waiting till the last minute, and you call them up, hey, usually buy a couple of cases, are you interested? They say, no, that's like $4,000. It's like $4,000. Nah, I'm gonna pass. I'm not spending $4,000 on this product. Nah, not a chance. How many singles do I need from this set for my commander decks? I need like $180 worth of cards. I'll just buy them on TCG Player. No offense to the LGS. I'm sorry, guys. It's too pricey. But the LGS, they've already accepted terms. It's already coming. They've already paid for it. They can't really send it back to the distributor because then they go to the bottom of the barrel. They've been trying to work on that relationship with their distributor for years, only to have this stuff fall apart. And I've hammered this home a couple times because not every LGS has done this. Okay, not every LGS has been overzealous, overexcited after Lord of the Rings and upped their orders or added to it. A lot of the people I know are smaller LGS owners, and they've been a lot more cautious. A case, just one case of, say, draft, not set. A couple cases of the collector boxes. Some of those have moved, some haven't. Commander decks, doing very well. So that's kind of where we're at. But for all those stores that overordered, chances are they're going to close. This will be the death nail in their coffin because they won't be able to meet their bills. The guys I've talked to, the ones who are trying to be proactive about it, are trying to find a way to crack the boxes, get the singles out, and get the sales out as fast as they can as the knife is falling on the prices of those cards. But that doesn't mean that every LGS will be that proactive or that quick or has the labor pool to make things happen that quickly. Some of these LGSs, I feel, are not going to make it. Now, in my sphere of the ones I talk to, I'd say 2 or 3 are at near panic level. And yes, I got permission to say that, so don't worry. They're well aware of where they're at. They know the level that they're at, and it's in the danger red. It's overpressured. They're in like a sub at the bottom of the ocean going, how are we going to get up there? And they're worried about it. Now, I hope they make it. I hope they find a way to work things around. But this brings you back to that point where players, when they are this unhappy, when they just feel like they're being fleeced for no reason, some of these players, not everyone, but some are going to put their foot down. Some of your regulars who have always bought from you are putting their foot down. Players I know, and you guys have told me in those emails, you've told me in the comments section as we have this conversation, Magic the Gathering. This is why I like to see the comments, guys. I love seeing your emails because it feeds a pool of information, especially across the globe. I average, 20 emails a day from a lot of you guys out there passing information along and letting me know how you feel about things, which ones you're happy about, cards I may have missed. I think it's a great little community we have growing here on the channel. And when you see this kind of similarity toward a product, it's a bad sign for Wizards of the Coast. It is that negative context that says, stay away. And I hate reporting on that kind of bad news. It makes me feel bad that I might be sinking in LGS, but the LGS has to be aware and has to adapt. They have to flex. They got to twist and turn. It's like in the movies where those guys can hold their breath for like 15 minutes, and I can barely hold my breath for 2 minutes. So it makes you wonder how they hold it so long. That's what it feels like. You're just holding on, trying to make it through. And some will. Like we said, some will adapt. Some people I know are already steering away from buying that much sealed product, and they were already adapting before this, after 30th anniversary. They realized this stuff could happen again. Now, singles market, I'm a little surprised by this. The singles market sales on these cards, other than things like the Rolex and stuff like that, those are doing pretty well. But a lot of the other cards, the Drag and all the kind of big ones, are not selling well. Okay? Stores that put like say 20 or 30 copies up have sold like 1 or 2. Because players are waiting for the falling knife. They are waiting for the prices to hit the market, hit the glut, and see the prices fall over time, and they've set their price point where they think the card is worth. And that's where things are going to get a little bit dicey. I want you to picture this. The LGS has cracked some boxes to try to cover their losses. A couple of players are, of course, buying cards and buying individual packs. They show up, they say, do I want to spend $20 on a pack of Magic today? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll spend $20 to buy a pack. And they crack it. They get shafted, or maybe they get lucky and get something cool. They trade it in, they keep it for a deck, whatever it may be. Eventually those cards start cycling though. Now you can picture that 10,000 times over. Some product will get opened. But if there's not enough open, the prices don't fall nearly to where players think they will fall. I'm telling you guys now, with the mass negativity I'm starting to see pooling up, and it's getting worse as we get closer. Okay, it's getting worse as we get closer to that deadline of Commander Masters. And again, I am actually just putting the Commander Masters decks aside. That is not the conversation today. Those are selling quite well, insanely well in some cases, although people are annoyed that the stores jacked up their prices, but they got to make money somewhere to try to cover the losses of some of these set and boosters and stuff like that. So keep that in mind, guys. The stores in this case are just kind of going, oh my goodness, I'm making some money over here. It's small, but I'm making some. And I got like 50 boxes here that didn't sell. I got to find a way to, so they raise their prices a bit. I understand, I can empathize with that. And for players who had orders canceled, I still think that sucks. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm glad it's not any of the stores I deal with. Although some of the stores I deal with did limit on how many you could buy, or didn't put as many up to be pre-bought because they knew they might get their allocations cut for the Commander decks. So as we square this off at the end, if the singles aren't selling well and players hate the product, everyone who thinks this is going to be like a massive discount thing, you're probably right, but not right away. It's going to happen over time. This may lead to Wizards repricing products, but probably not right away. This would have to happen time and time again, and then Wizards would adapt. They're either going to add brand new cards, like I think they should do. I think they should add new cards to every command. If they're going to do Commander Masters as a series, there should be cards inside there that are totally brand new. Totally brand new. And not just the ones in the Commander deck. I'm saying 30-40% new cards every single, so they can draw people into Commander. And even then, they shouldn't price it that way. Cut the price in half. When I did that questionnaire thing, basically everyone said cut the price in half and they wouldn't complain. We're not talking about the collector boxes. I think those should be about $200 Canadian, which is around what, $150 US is what those boxes should go for. And the boxes like the set and draft, they should be like $200 and $250. That's about it. It's a reprint set. Yes, there's equity there, but we're still talking cards that are at a premium price point. They may not call it a premium product. This is not premium. Who said it was premium? Isn't that what like something like Alpha Investments would do? Yeah. I know, vacation mode Moxman. Nobody's watching the video this late. I know the average watch time. This is almost the ramble jamble section. In case you guys don't know what that is, that happens after the credits almost every video. I forget sometimes. But yeah, sorry, I'm off topic. Vacation mode Moxman's a little bit chill, but I feel a little bad for some of the LGSs. I can't help it. It's annoying. So as we end things off, guys, thanks again for being here. Thanks for joining these conversations. Thank you for watching every day. Subscribing to my channel and helping me get closer to that 20,000 subscriber mark, guys. It's epic. Yes, this product needs sales that it's not going to get. Yes, the anger is definitely real at this point, and it is in the air for a lot of players. But let's hope the LGSs come out not too badly, and let's hope Wizards of the Coast maybe starts learning a lesson. I know we can think they will. They probably won't. But you got to have some hope, because it is a great game, and you got to remember to bring a friend to Magic. Thanks for being here, guys. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Oh, we got the top 10 this weekend. We are going to have a blast. I'll see you guys there for the Saturday top 10 and the Sunday reserve list edition top 10. And for those who asked about the driveway, I've got about 9 feet left. 9 feet by like 20 feet. I got to get one more tub of that stuff, but it's okay. Almost there. We made it. We're at the end of the video. Right now you're watching all the credits go by and you're seeing all these amazing patrons who support my content each and every day. And we are getting closer to 20,000 subscribers. And remember, 19,000 subs is going to see the rules of the 20K party. I'll see you guys then. Welcome back to the Ramble Jamble. You, of course, will put Swallow Your Soul in the comment section, so I know you made it this far into the cinematic universe that is MTG Moxman's tinfoil hat army of Soldevi excavations, where Ferris Bueller's Day Off goes well, but so does Tropic Thunder, right, Tug? You guys know it. Now, when you guys think of all the crazy stuff that happens on this channel, I gotta say, it's the information you get from the strangest places, and you build a network of people who feed that information to you. And it is scary to see that kind of similarity from somebody in the UK versus somebody in the States, from somebody in Brazil, and then somebody here in Ontario, and then Vancouver. And they've all got similar stories from similar play groups, and they don't know each other. Scary stuff, guys. But it's very cool for the conversations we have here, because you get enough of that information, you pair that in with all the stories and information you get from the sales numbers from the stores, and craziness, man. Guys, I hope the LGS has come through okay. I think Wizards of the Coast should cut their costs down. I think they'd still come out net ahead if they cut the boxes down by like 30-35%, or reinstitute an MSRP to make sure that they have a definite kind of profit margin to work with, but then players can know what to expect when a product comes out. Also, what might do well for them is to not do a spoiler season. Imagine the old days, like when The Dark came out, you saw like 2 cards on the back of a comic book. That's where you could see what cards were coming up. And you had to look at all these comics when they came out. That's what they should do. You want to throw people for a loop? Do not do a spoiler season, Wizards of the Coast. I know they're watching this video. Are they? Guys, have a great day, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow.